Hello and happy gaming, everybody. My name is Darksage Walker, and I just wanted to real quick show you guys what a run of Hades looks like late game. Because as you can tell, 5 escape attempts on the other file I was doing, but on the one that I've really been focusing on while I've been just working on getting further in the game, 70. I would say that yeah, maybe I have a few more escape attempts on this one. Oh, that's good sparkling ice. So at this point, we now have other weapon aspects unlocked, and I was just planning a run with Varatha's aspect of Hades. So what is the deal with the aspect of Hades? Well, as you can see, the enemy is now marked. While they're marked, they're going to take extra damage. How much extra damage? Well, it's not even maxed out yet, but they're going to take an extra 120% extra damage while they're not marked. So, as you can see, that did 25. Now it does 55. So, I mean, to say that that's a big difference is an understatement.
Never felt so alive.
Thank you, Skelly. I also have just about all of these. I also noticed there's room for 5 more, so, you know, should Supergiant Games decide they want to add 5 more NPCs from somewhere in Greek myth, I'm sure they'd be more than happy to find a few characters that would fit in the underworld. Alright, so what keepsake would work for me right now? I was thinking about taking the black shawl, but I could also front load a boon to make myself better earlier on, and then switch to something later. The other possibility is I could just take one of these with me all the way through, because, and I will show you the list of the faded list of minor prophecies here. I am still working my way through with different keepsakes, and oh, I've already done the Eternal Rose once. What? Okay. Well, I'm an idiot. I thought I hadn't done the Eternal Rose. But funnily enough, how come it says I've done the Eternal Rose, but it also says I haven't cleared an encounter with it? I'm so confused. Anyway, we'll take the Frostbitten Horn then. And the early boon that I would be looking for would of course be the Frost Strike. I guess that's not really an of course, but oh well. Alright, so let's look at the Pact of Punishment here. These are different... Hang on, brain isn't working. These are different little additional things you can do to add difficulty to the game. And I would think that what I have on right now is fine. Middle management is a tricky one because some of the mini-bosses, like, whatever it gets added to their difficulty spectrum is almost nothing. And sometimes, like in the case of the Mega Gorgon, what gets added is not seemingly all that bad, but boy does it throw you off in a way that gets you killed. I lost 2 of my Death Defiance charges to Mega Gorgon on my last run. Which, for the record, Death Defiance is like extra lives. Just so that we're all on the same page. I think I'm actually just going to go ahead and begin my escape. Yes, the escape.
The dead are judged and sent to Asphodel, Elysium, or Tartarus. We keep the process neat and orderly. Everyone gets in, no one gets out.
Says you.
No one gets out.
Alright. Alright, I'm still working on maxing out relationships, so there we go.
Your power and your wisdom have been of such help, good Lady Demeter. I'm honored, and this is the least I can do in exchange.
I was quite certain that the youth today was lacking any sort of tactfulness, young Zagreus. For once, I'm thankful to be proven wrong.
Now, I know what you're thinking. God, what a terrible woman. But, I mean, she also has a lot on her mind, so... And I'll go into that in a bit.
Someday, my little sprout, you'll gain the surface of your father's realm and see my handiwork. Until such time, I'll come to your aid as I can. It's quite the entertaining pastime, honestly.
Here we go. Oh, okay, so this time around I'm not getting the Frost Strike. That's okay, because there are plenty of things that I can do. I'll take Crystal Beam. So normally when you perform your cast ability, also I can alter the outcome of rooms. Check this out.
What else?
Jewels. I don't really care, but a little bit of extra coin isn't gonna hurt. And for what it's worth, I have the rather new skill of being able to. Hold on, trying to make sure I don't die here. I have the rather new skill of being able to acquire something a little extra from some of these rooms, like for example, if I get darkness from one of these rooms, it also adds +5 to my max HP. If I get jewels out of a room, it gives me extra coin. If I grab a nectar, it actually gives me +1 to one of my boons randomly, as if I had picked up a palm slice. And yeah, so on and so forth. Now, because this particular aspect of Varatha, hold on. Oh, hey, I haven't finished giving Dionysus nectar yet.
Hey, on no occasion whatsoever. Cheers to you again, Lord Dionysus, mate. This place is so much less dreary under your influence.
This is the greatest, Zag. This feast I'm headed to. I was getting a little concerned I wasn't going to have quite enough to go around for everyone. Well, you just saved my evening, man. Too bad you couldn't be there, yeah?
Dionysus seems like a very interesting fellow, and for a figure that was actually rather minor in the actual Greek pantheon.
Let me tell you something, Zag. I know your dad. He's got to be a real handful. I relate to that. You understand me, mate? So you get out of there and you'll be more than welcome here with us.
I think I'll take positive outlook, because again, both with the spear, both Dionysus and Demeter would have a much better effect if I were able to stack their abilities a little bit faster than I can with the special. So I will keep looking. But yeah, for a character that is so essentially minor in the original Greek myths, it's very odd that...
All right. All right, then.
It's very odd that he's got such a prominent place here in this game. Oh, I wanted to give him a gift.
I often wondered, is it necessary to be fair? The immortals are my offspring. Surely I should treat them equally. And yet I find that there is little sport in doing so.
I mean, he's not wrong. Actually, I will take that.
No change of plan.
And this.
Yes, this. Because this will improve my max HP.
Come on.
And smoked.
Show me, Charon.
Alright, and for those who are unsure, haven't played the game, or just, you know, maybe a little forgetful, these purple chalices are known as the Well of Charon. Or they pronounce it Charon, but I still think that's wrong. The Well of Charon is just a little spot where you can buy some items to help you out. I typically choose not to spend a lot of money there. Oh, hold on. No, hit the... There, thank you. Pardon me. But I like to save my money for later in the run. Oh, you numbskull. Yeah, that's what you get. There we go. Pomegranate. I almost never turn down a Palm of Power. That's right, I forgot. But I mean, after the curse part of that Chaos Boon is done, we will have a much stronger special. And that will actually probably spur me into choosing a Flourish Boon.
My Chaos Boon switched to a new effect.
Power of Chaos Beam, or Crystal Beam. Chaos Beam, what?
Come try it, sneak.
There we go.
Back to the shadows. In the name of Hades. Whew.
Strong drink. And yes, I'm being very adamant in the idea that I would rather... at this point, I would rather have a special boon that just offers like a percentage bonus to my special damage. So I can stack that properly with the boon I just got from Chaos. Here we go. Another Crystal Beam level up. Oh, hello! Perhaps you can make my spin stronger. Hammer of Daedalus. That's another one that they pronounce in a way that I don't agree with. Sneak kick my ass.
Ready for them.
Obviously. Thank you, Crystal Beam. Quick spin, perfect.
Let's go, Baraka. What's for sale?
Alright, so I don't mind spending a little money on the way up the ladder. I just don't want to spend a lot, and right now Eye of Lamia seems like the perfect way to help me get some of my health back. So now it goes from only being able to fully charge my spin attack on special occasions, like the start of a room. Okay, I am just getting my ass kicked. I need to cut this out. To essentially being able to use it as part of my combo. Also, I just noticed that every enemy here is armored. That might be what's causing my problem, is that I'm facing nothing but elite enemies right now. There we go. Beautiful. And thanks to the strong drink benefit, I also get attack power bonus. Sweet, that's 2 centaur hearts in a row. That's going to be a big, big bonus for me. Alright, and now we go to fight one of the Furies. If you noticed earlier, I am on Heat 5. Now, if I were on any lower heat, I would not be getting Titan Blood as my victory condition. I would just be getting a chunk of darkness. Hello, Electro.
Oh, good. Just when I was beginning to feel bored.
Now, of the Furies, I do find Electro to be one of the more difficult ones. Actually, I find her to be the most difficult Fury. Ow. I mean, right now I'm doing a good job, but typically, her attacks, for some reason, I don't see them coming. Alright, now she's in Perma Rage mode. I'd rather not. Fortunately, with two centaur hearts under my belt, there we go. I have a good chunk of health, and even if I didn't, I still have the strong drink ability.
Blood of the Titans.
Blood of the Titans indeed, good Sir Zagreus. Oh hey, money.
Zagreus has proved unable to contain you.
That is correct. Yeah, I knew that's good.
Which to choose?
Alright, also you'll notice I didn't use my Chthonic Companion at all. I will probably be changing that later on. But for now, let's just keep moving.
Got it.
By the way, I'm kind of experimenting a little bit with the sound balance for when I record these. Let me know how this sounds, because it's very possible that I'm overpowering the actual game sound effects, and I want to know where I'm at.
Going in.
I have another chance to gift Chaos with an Ambrosia, which I have an assload of.
This is the greatest delicacy of Olympus, Master Chaos. It's for you. I think normally it would be difficult for the Olympians to get it to you here.
You make an even greater offering to me, knowing it shall produce no material result. You are aware that I am not persuadable. Yours is a squandering of resources and time. Although, of course, we do have each of these in great supply. Now then, respond.
Chaos, you don't have to be a jerk.
I just think the act of giving isn't quite the same as an exchange. I know I won't be getting any sort of other talisman or something in return, but through these offerings, I can express my thanks. That's worth it by itself.
I see. So then the action is akin to theft. For you are getting something in return that I did not intend to give. I still have much to learn from my creations, son of Hades. So let us say that we have made an even trade. My learning for your worth.
I think you're overthinking the act of gift giving, my friend.
In the name of Hades. Ah, yes.
Actually, this is good because I tend to use the dash strike a lot. And I'm currently using my cast about as often as I pick my toenail fungus. Which apologies for the particularly colorful
I'll run you through.
description there. I just figured I would explain exactly what I was thinking there. I just may have gone a step too far. We've got jewels and we've got shops. Let's change the jewels to something else.
My fate is mine.
More max HP, I'm not going to complain. I generally like to aim for somewhere between 200 and 300 before the final boss, which...
Come on, you.
Yeah, come on, you. Oh, there is a third one. Get over here. You're just gonna sit over there and waste my time, huh? And you're lucky I'm not trying to level up the Lambent Plume right now, because I would be mad.
Power.
Ooh, Aphrodite or Poseidon? They would both offer really good boons for both my well, Poseidon not so much for my attack, my special yes, and his aid ability would be just immaculate. But I think I want to go to Aphrodite this time, because I'm still trying to just level up my basic attack.
Look, it's me, witches.
Oops. Did not dodge in time. There we go.
Well, I, for one, had a lovely time.
And I can give Aphrodite a nectar. Fine enough, because I have 9 of them.
My lady Aphrodite, once more you've graced me with your presence and your favor, which inspire the best from me. Let this modest gift of ambrosia signify I am forever in your debt.
Yeah, not nectar, ambrosia.
My little godling. I'd say you've honored me more times than I could count, but that would be a lie now, wouldn't it? I so admire your devotion and your perseverance. If ever you do reach us on Olympus, I should very much enjoy getting to know you even better then.
Yeah, you know how difficult it is to get a date from Aphrodite? Come on now.
Why, something's changed about the beating of your heart, dearest. Oh, it's the little Gorgon, isn't it? You underworld dwellers and your complicated feelings. I can never get enough. My blessings to the both of you then,
Okay, so the game really wants me to boost my flourish, but not my strike. But you know what? This is a fine bonus. Even though the others were technically rarer, I think I'll be getting more out of this. Now, let's change this. Not against maximum health. I was hoping to get another boon, but, you know, I'm not going to complain. I think it's funny that Aphrodite's boons tend to give big damage bonuses, considering that Aphrodite herself was never known for her, you know, combative prowess. That having been said, I think it's arguable that perhaps her powers are amongst the most potent. I mean, if you're unsure about that, just look at how things are going in our neck of the woods. Is how emotions have flared people up so badly that they're willing to essentially destroy their own city just because they're mad. And that's no small thing. People who are thinking more rationally have decided that they don't want to be in Minneapolis anymore. Like, it's no... Like, the ability to influence one's emotions is no small thing. So I get why, even though Aphrodite is not exactly combative, she's, well, I mean, not combative in the, like, physical combat sense, but her abilities are more than potent enough to say, oh yeah, I understand. Okay, I'm not at a high enough heat to go in the Erebus Gate. Not even sure I would want to anyway.
Get me out of here.
Oh, hello, fishing spot.
Come on up. Slavog, go figure.
He's got one powerful fishing rod there if it can withstand magma. I haven't found many boons, actually. I'm a little disappointed by that.
How goes it lately, Lenny? Everything just fine?
Oh, hello. Oh, they're all, like, right around me. Holy crap. Oh, okay, you guys are summoning minions. No, get that crap out of here. Oops. Got greedy. So, one thing I don't like about Crystal Beam so much is that it's not very effective against things that move around a lot, but it does a fine job against things that don't have a great range of motion. And even against things that do have a tendency to run around a lot, it can still do plenty of work. No, go away. So one of the things I like about the spear is that it's very much a hybrid weapon. You're going to be spending a lot of time moving around, throwing the spear, getting work done whatever way you can. And the aspect of Hades just makes it that much easier to get work done because you're going to be piling on more damage than usual. Thank you, Crystal Beam.
Enough. It's brilliant.
Oh yeah, another one of the bonuses that I picked up along the way is that every underworld boss...
You crossed through all of Asphodel's defenses.
I did. That every underworld boss actually scores me gems that I can use for upgrades back at home.
Get out of this damn heat. Courtesy of the PACT.
I mean, I feel the same way about heat as you do, buddy. I mean, like, high temperature, by the way, not like the act of energy and movement, just so that we're all on the same page.
Some heroes, then.
Yes, let's, because they're actually kind of dicks. Oh, two good options. So Hermes' boons are almost all, like, universally about speed or speeding things up. So I have no problem with that, but yeah, I have a hard time turning down a DAEDALUS hammer. Oh, I hate flame wheels so much. Now, the easy way to defeat those witches is, of course, to have an Athena boon and reflect their like big ball of magic back at them. Nice.
The spear's due for a little maintenance.
Okay, so I don't much like flaring spin. It's good, but eh. I would rather just have an easier time dealing with armored foes. Yes, extra pointy. Very tempted to go for the Palm of Power, but I don't know, is there a Hermes boon that would be particularly helpful? Nah, I think trying to power up
Who's next?
Yeah, trying to power up Herpes, perfect. No, trying to power up Heartbreak Flourish is, I think, where I need to stand on this one. What I really need is to score an Olympian boon that's going to power up my actual attacks. Because I've been working with the same base attack power this whole time. Well, minus what I've gotten from Chaos, to be fair. I think that's actually where a lot of my runes have gone, because I've been finding Chaos gates that I've been using. Not that I have a problem with Primordial Chaos, mind you, but
a palm of power.
There we go. Plus 143% special damage. That's beautiful.
My senses.
Shop or darkness? Go darkness. Also, I'm not complaining about Dionysus' strong drink ability kicking in a lot. Okay, please give me the Frost Strike. Of course, it would be one of the rooms I hate the most.
Something for the mirror.
By the way, the only thing that was added to this fight from the Middle Management Curse is that the Soul Catcher likes to teleport around. But even without that, I'm sure you can see how this is already a difficult pain in the ass fight. Now, the whole reason why I've been focusing on that and not the actual difficulty of the fight is because until you take out the Soul Catcher, more of these guys will just keep spawning in infinitely. Oh my god, I hate this room so much. I would say that was an embarrassing performance, but for that room, yeah, it's about right.
In the name of Hades.
There's Frost Strike. Yeah, it's about time. Ooh, Artemis. Not gonna say no to my cutie Artemis. Alright, so now fights are going a good deal faster. I wouldn't mind getting Frost Strike palmed up a bit, but you know, at the very least I have something that's empowering my basic attacks. Flame wheels. Ugh. Have I mentioned I don't like flame wheels very much? There we go.
Not everybody on Olympus is a total disappointment, Zagreus. Why, someday maybe you could meet Callisto. She goes hunting with me all the time. Bet you don't see many woodland nymphs down there.
I mean, you're right. Ooh, Hunter Dash or Artemis's Aid? I think I'm gonna go with Artemis's Aid.
My hand.
Hey, a chance to power something up, why not? I can only hope that it levels up Frost Strike, but even if it doesn't, just something getting stronger is enough for me. And surely by now you can see the difference that Frost Strike is making. So, with the combination of boons I have right now, hello birds, hello. I can slow enemies down, weaken how much damage they can do, which, you know, doesn't help if there's like way too many of them.
Sisyphus, ahoy, Prince.
So I wonder if it's too early to say that I'm just not performing well. Heartbreak Flourish. You know what? Not disappointed by that either. And what's in the trove? Gems. Oh, hello, Aphrodite Boon. Laser! So, the chariots are kind of a double whammy for me. I find them to simultaneously be some of the most frustrating enemies in all of Elysium, and simultaneously I'm sorry, I kind of find the chariots to be a poorly designed enemy. And considering how much of a darling Hades has kind of become in the gaming community, I know saying anything negative about it is going to come across as, oh, what, you hate Hades? What's wrong with you? It's like, I'm sorry, just because the game is really good, and make no mistake, it is, by all accounts, a masterpiece in gaming. But that doesn't mean that it has no flaws. You guys suck.
Hear me on my authority.
Yeah, my weak effects being more potent sounds good. Let's go speak to Dionysus. Another room full of chariots, yay! Alright, I see a Well of Charon. I know that there is a particular item that I'm hoping for. I'm not going to get my hopes up just yet. Because right now the game seems to be enjoying messing with me. Okay, I gotta get rid of these spreaders here. Okay, game, cut it out. Problem, I can't focus on the spreaders because the chariots are just idiot-ass enemies that all they do is just track your position. I hate them.
My reward. Olympus, I accept this message.
Between Drunken Dash and Premium Vintage.
Show me, Charon.
Yes, please help me restore some health. I'm getting my ass kicked over here.
I can't believe you got into into a fight with my professional associate. You after something, cuz? Just about everybody that I know, they're all at least a little bit afraid of that one and his boat. Yet you think you can take him, huh?
I mean, I did. Got the achievement for it and everything. Oh, I heard a ding. There's a fishing spot somewhere. There it is. Face one way, the lure goes another.
I caught one.
Good job, Zagreus. That poor defenseless fish, what did it ever do to you? It might have farted in your general direction, but...
You return at your peril, Hellspawn. You'll get no...
Shut up, Theseus. No one likes you. Like, literally, like, no one likes you. It's funny, he's always talking about honor in combat, yet he's the one who wants to come in doing a 2-on-1. Bam!
You truly think you shall withstand our unsurpassable bullhorn technique?
You say weak, I say I'm smoking you. Except for right there. That's what you say. Okay, gotta stop making stupid mistakes.
I'll take care of this.
So is it just me, or is it... Okay, so I should actually pose this in the form of a question and not a statement, but is Artemis really level-headed, or is she just really lonely?
Damn you, fiend!
You're next, King.
And for this fight, I always found it to be very much a good idea to take out Asterius first, Theseus second. The reason being is because Theseus, at about 50% health, no matter what, will conjure the aid of one of the Olympians. And I would rather not deal with both Theseus and Asterius and one of the Olympians. Potentially on top of a headache that I'm getting from the whole affair. Like, it just go on going. Alright, who's he calling upon?
Lord Poseidon, aid me now!
Who signs he up?
By the way, in case this, if you're thinking this looks like a little bit much, yeah, you're right. Hey, Artemis saved me a death-defy charge.
Who's champion now? Hello, supportive shade.
Supportive shade!
Hi! You're my best friend. For the moment.
Be seeing all of you next time, alright?
Alright, and even though it's kind of pointless, I will be holding on to the frostbitten horn. Alright, so I'm going to have 3 uses of that. I should make sure to use them forget wisely, I can just spam them. Yeah, 3 uses of Sisyphus and Boldy. And even though it might not be the one that does the most damage, hey, my man drops treasure. Can you say that about all of your friends? Do your friends drop treasure for you? Alright, so I'm a little light on boons, so I think instead of worrying about... instead of worrying about the diamond, I will boost my boons. Alright, so now comes the part in which you have to clear these different rooms in order to find the satyr sack to bribe Zagreus with.
I'm rich.
Couldn't have said it better myself, mate. Beautifully done. Fling! There we go. Alright, I would love to get a Kiss of Styx at some point or another here. So I probably shouldn't spend too much money at Sharon's shop. Oh, nice. That worked out nicely. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, Mr. Poison Loogie. Artemis's aid is great for burst damage. Now, that having been said, I do tend to prefer some of the other aid abilities over it. Especially, like, I think Poseidon's aid is probably the best one, if I may be completely honest with you. Now, if I can get a Kiss of Styx, which I'm not even sure I would need it, but, you know, better safe than sorry, right? If I am able to get one, it would be through a Well of Charon, so I need to be vigilant for those. That is not a well. Go away. I said go away. Makes you think you can handle that much pressure. You're not even undead, damn it. No. I hate you. You and your damn poison. Now they're all armored. Yay! Well, that's why we got the armored skewer. Get rid of that armor quick. And then for some reason, these ROUSs are just loaded with hit points. I don't know. How do New York sewer rats have more health than, you know, animated skeletons and whatnot? I know the answer is because it's a video game and they are enemies from the final area, therefore they need to be more difficult. That's the real answer. And a little help for the lot of you who don't know what an ROUS is. It's a rodent of unusual size.
Oh, I hate this stuff.
It's okay, so do I. I understand, Zagreus. Yeah, they're gonna make me go through every path, aren't they? Okay, so we got 3 ROUSs and an advanced satyr. God, I don't like this room.
I'll take care of this.
Thank you. Nice.
Yum.
Yum indeed. You bet you thought I forgot about Boldy, didn't you? But haha, you can't forget about your best rock. Did you say best rock?
Should come in useful.
Oh, hi there, Zagreus. I was just failing to persuade Lady Demeter to ease up off the snowy stretch that we've been having for a while. Some of the mortals are quite weary of it now, and it sure doesn't make the hunting any easier.
The mortals are resourceful, Artemis. Their one redeeming quality, perhaps. They'll find a way through our long winter here. They ought to, since they brought it on themselves.
The goods.
Oh hey, sweet. I want to make sure that that's what I picked. I didn't accident. There we go. Brought it on themselves. It's just an excuse so you don't have to take any responsibility. Alright, well, we can put that crystal clarity to the test pretty quickly here. Oh, whoa, whoa. Are you kidding me? It's a completely different spell now. I think the birds are upset that I haven't been playing with them much this morning. Considering that I only woke up at 10, what do they expect? Alright, yeah, that makes that spell way better. I'm gonna say no. Go away. There we go. Satus.
Whatever this stuff is. In the name of Hades. Much better.
Strong drink activates one last time.
Could check the other passageways before I go.
I think not.
I can use this.
Weak afflicted foes take more damage. Oh, yes indeed.
The prince persuades the underworld's ferocious guardian to move aside.
Alright, so before I go into the final battle with Hades, I should... Oh yeah, spoiler alert, the final boss is Hades. I should thank you guys and apologize for the long video.
Alright, this is it.
Oh, you've done this so many times, shut up.
Come, show me everything you've learned of how to fight.
Okay. Oh well. Hey, I didn't move in time. Because I'm a genius.
Zagreus, how fared your plundering of my domain?
Not bad at all this time.
Okay, so what I'd like to do is try to bundle the two crystal enemies that make things invulnerable, and I wanted to drop Boldy on them, but it turns out they didn't have what it took to stand up to me. Owie. Ow. So, another thing to keep in mind with this aspect of Varatha is that it doesn't necessarily do its damage in huge chunks. It tends to do it as the fight goes longer.
Ahoy, Lord Hades, sir. A laughable excuse for an assault.
A laughable excuse for an assault and flatten the shit out of these guys. Also, a little bit of healing goes a long way. Well, pardon me. Really? Yeah, sometimes you just gotta focus on not getting hit for a minute because he likes to spam his... I mean, they're the equivalent of Zagreus' Bloodstones, so I'm just calling them Bloodstones even though that's not quite what they are.
Oh, hi. Remember me?
I do remember you. Are you serious?
Not finished then?
You can't kill me.
No, but you can't kill me either.
Zagreus?
Hey, at least he called me by my name. Or, you know, called my character by his name. Yeah, okay, there's nothing I can do about that.
You can scream all you like.
I mean, that was the intention.
Nowhere to hide from me.
Here we go. So I've discovered a bit of a glitch, and I'm not sure if it's a glitch or if I'm just an idiot, but sometimes when you go to hide from that, his attack can just go straight through these rocks. And I don't know if that's me being an idiot or if that's an actual bug that needs to be addressed. And that's another thing that you need to be careful of, is no matter how good your run is, you can always get caught off guard by just the litany of crap that comes at you. Like, this can sometimes feel like a bullet hell fight. But I mean, I also doubt I'm gonna lose, so.
Enough of you.
Enough of me? I haven't done anything wrong, I'm just doing my job!
Blast.
I can't believe Drunken Dash is what's got him.
Defeated me somehow. And yet. Geron. Take me home.
Alright, well that is a run of Hades, which, yeah, went a little slower than usual, partially because of the weapon.
In the name of Hades.
Ow, 47. Okay, so that was not one of my strongest aspect of Hades runs, but at the same time, I don't think it was horrible either. I think I just have to understand the idea that I probably just didn't have the greatest of... yeah, just didn't have the greatest of boons, really. But, yeah, that's going to do it for me, so thank you guys very much. Hades is on sale on Steam and on the Nintendo Switch. If you haven't played it yet, this game is beautiful, it's immaculate, it's a wonderful, wonderful title that I think belongs in everyone's collection. So this is easily one of my games of the year, and as a testament to the other game's quality, I still can't decide if it's this or Undermine. So play both of those games. They're both really, really good, so well put together, and exemplars of what early access should be being used for. Alright, so that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys very much for watching. Do the YouTube dance, hit me up on my social media, and I will catch you guys later. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you.